WZR Radio starts now. You can join us in the live chat room at WZROnline.com/chat, or call into the show at 518-712-3070.
I'm coming up for air so I can check myself again, and I stand moving to the man but sheltered.
Now, here are your hosts, Matt Boone and Ryan Clark.
How's it going, everybody, and welcome to the Tuesday, June 22nd edition of WZR Radio here on WZROnline.com and a host of other websites. I'm, as always, your host, Ryan Clark, and we're going to be here for the next 2 hours talking pro wrestling, UFC, WEC, what else do we have? We have Fatal 4-Way.
Ring of Honor.
It's been crazy, man. It's been a real busy week. Just a crazy last 2 weeks, man. I mean, it's been nuts. So we're going to run all that down. We're going to be taking live phone calls in hour number 2. Got a live chat room on and popping, as always, at WZROnline.com/chat. So,
what's up, buddy? How's it going?
What's cracking, my man?
Dude, rough weekend.
Rough weekend, huh? Rough weekend.
Plus all these shows, and then, like I said, my cousin came up, so we had a little partying, and just rough all the way around.
Some drinking? Do a little bit of drinking, or what?
I wouldn't say a little bit. A little too much, dude. The beer goggles were really working this weekend.
There you go. No doubt. You know, it's good. Well, I had, we had fights on, what did I do this weekend? We had, you know what I did? I went kayaking in down the stream on Saturday, which was kind of fun. We, kayaking, when I first got in it rolled over, man. It tips to the side, and it dunked me, man. But it's tough, dude. I mean, that stuff's hard.
Oh, for sure. Oh, man, going against the water, that's hard as hell. I've never done it. I've always wanted to do it, but like I said, I couldn't have done it Saturday. I would have drowned.
Yeah. Well, we were out there drinking some beers, too, which is probably not the smartest thing, but nonetheless,
alcohol.
Well, we parked, we had 2 cars, and we parked one, and we started at one point and then went for about an hour downriver and got out and had another car that was there waiting for us. And, of course, my buddy that had the car there waiting for us decided to lock the keys in my car, which was where we started. So we were stuck, and we had to walk with the kayaks for, 2 hours. It was just not cool.
Damn.
Not good, but it was a good time, though. So that's what
sounds
we did Saturday.
Like it, man.
And then,
beer and kayaking.
Yeah, beer and kayaking. And then Saturday night we had UFC was on Saturday, and boxing was on as well. The Super 6. I think the Super 6 fight, that Andre Ward fight, I still have to go back and watch a replay, but
yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
that was on in the background, and it seemed like every time I tuned into that, it was crazy. So I don't exactly know what happened there. If anybody saw that in the live chat room, it looked like a really good fight, but I just don't know. I have to go find a replay. So I had that Saturday, and then Sunday, pay-per-view, and all that other stuff, man. It's never working. You know what? I was thinking, and listen to this. This is going to take me a minute, but think about this, man. We go back. Let's start. Not this Wednesday, right? But not this past Wednesday, but the Wednesday before that. Okay, so that was an off day. Or no, you know what? It was you had Monday was Raw, Tuesday was the SmackDown tapings, Wednesday you had the season finale, not the live fights, but you had the season finale of the reality show for UFC. Thursday you had Impact, right? Yep. Friday you had SmackDown, and then Friday night fights were on. Last Saturday you had what was it? Oh, Strikeforce, right? Strikeforce was on. Oh, no, Strikeforce was on Wednesday. So what was on? Well, last Saturday you had. It was UFC 115.
Yep.
Right. So it was UFC 115. Then
TNA.
Sunday after that, you had the TNA pay-per-view. Then you had Monday was Raw. Then you had Tuesday was SmackDown. Then you had Wednesday, which is normally an off day. You had the Strikeforce pay-per-view, or not pay-per-view. It was on Showtime. Thursday you had Impact. Friday you had SmackDown. Saturday you had the Super 6 and UFC. Sunday you had the WWE pay-per-view. Monday you had Raw. Tuesday is today. We've got the radio show and the Smack. It's fucking crazy. I mean, that's like every day for the past since not last Wednesday, the Wednesday before that. It'll
pretty
be
much 2 weeks. Yeah.
2 weeks tomorrow. Yeah, I mean it's
crazy.
just fucking crazy. So we got to talk about all this. I sent Matt Boone a message earlier today to give me a call at some point in hour number 2 to. Come on. Yeah, just talk Strikeforce, UFC. There's been 2 UFC pay-per-views since we've last seen him. And Strikeforce, WEC was Sunday night. I forgot about that. That went head-to-head with the WWE. It's just, it's fucking...
Shit.
You know what I did? You know what I did on Friday? I went to we've got a baseball team. It's basically like a double A or a triple A, whatever it is. The backup to the, I think it's Baltimore. I think it's Baltimore Orioles. But, so I went to a baseball game on Friday night. Got fucking shit-faced there, man. So that was good on Friday. So it was, I had a productive weekend, man. It was
and the other thing, though, we got to mention is Boston ended up losing to L.A. in 7.
Oh, my
Who called that?
Well, we said it, man. I said 7 games. You said it, too, right? 7-game series and the Lakers were going to win it. That was an amazing game last Thursday night, I believe it was.
I was so happy to see Rondo crying in the back.
Yeah. Oh shit! I just dropped my lighter. You know what? That sucks. I just dropped my lighter directly in a glass of ice water.
No, that sucks. The other thing, though, bro, is on Facebook, the WZR Army, it's up to like 230 members now.
Do we really have that many?
Yeah. Yep. I guess so. That's what look.
Do we have a URL that you give out? Because Facebook doesn't. They have, when you do the backslash thing,
it's about 50 weird. Things after that. Yeah.
Right. We don't have that.
If you just go to Facebook though, in the search section, just type in WZR Army, it'll pop right up for you.
Okay, so WZR Army, just do a search on Facebook. Wow, that's crazy. So we have, what'd you say, 250?
230.
Not bad.
Nice. All right. I woke up this morning and it was like 190. Now it's up to 230, so that's pretty nice.
Awesome. Well, a lot of people, of course, the official home of WZR Radio is WZROnline.com, and we've got the shout box over on the right-hand side there, and a lot of people have set up Facebook pages and what are the other ones, like Justin.tv, I think you can get the archives and all that sort of stuff there. So we've got it all on WZROnline.com. All the archives for the past few weeks, I was able to get those last week, so we're all caught up for the past few weeks. So if you missed anything, go to WZROnline.com for that.
This made me laugh a little bit. Wally76er in the chat says WZR ratings are better than TNA.
Yeah, right. I'll tell you what. We were talking about Game 7. That went head-to-head with Impact last week, and I had thought that Impact was going to take a huge hit with the ratings. And I think
they didn't lose nothing.
No, they did a 1.0 last week, which was, they had to have been happy with that. Game 7, I read today. Yeah, Game 7 of the NBA Finals, where I read today that it did 28-point-something, 28.7?
Yeah, and that was like the biggest they've had in, I don't know if ever, but a long time.
I think it may have been ever. I think it may have been ever in the history of NBA finales, you know what I mean?
How crazy is it, though, that TNA did not even drop a bit? They were barely affected by it.
Well, they're going to be happy with that. And then the Monday Night Raw rating just came out before we went live on the air. I didn't get a chance to put it on the websites, but for those of you that didn't see it in the chat room, it did a 3.5 this week, which is very good for see what happens, man, when you give people an angle like this NXT stuff, when you give people something that It's not predictable. Last night it was kind of predictable, but it hasn't been predictable, and you don't know where they're going, and it gets people tuned in. It gets people talking, and it wasn't that long ago, man. We were talking about the Raw rating possibly going into the twos.
Yeah,
right? And
it was right there.
They've bounced back. I mean, in recent weeks, it was a 3.1. I don't think they hit a 3.0. It was a 3.1. There was definitely a 3.1 at some point.
Yep. I think they barely made the 3.1. It would have been just a 3.0, but they just made it.
Yeah, just made it with the it was like a 3.05 or something like that.
Yep.
Which bumped up to a 3.1, and then it went to what, a 3.3, 3.4, and now we're to a 3.5. So you give people an angle.
NXT.
The funny thing is the NXT rating continues to drop.
No, I know, right?
You know what I mean? So they're doing this huge angle on Raw, and the hope is that it would carry over to the Tuesday night show. But it hasn't. It hasn't been, you know what I mean? So
yeah, man, but pretty much like we were saying, though, that rating, though, dude, it's pretty much just coming from the NXT, in my opinion, from the the whole NXT angle, because, if you think about Raw from last night, what was there, 3 matches maybe? There was, nothing.
Yeah, we'll run it down. We're gonna run it down from. I wish I knew if Matty Boone was gonna call in. Go if you're listening, Matty B, get to the chat. Let me know if you're gonna call in. I don't know what the deal is. He actually called my cell phone and I missed the call, so I don't know what the deal is. But nonetheless, if you're there, we've got our live chat room on and popping right now. Lots and lots of people in there tonight. By the way, I forgot to say, you know how I was using 2 computers, right?
Yeah.
I had the chat on one computer, and then I had, just taking phone calls on this other computer. Today, the computer crashed, man. Done. Blue screen to death, fatal error. It's fucked, man. It's completely fucked. I tried to reboot it 10 times. It won't go to the Windows screen, so it died on me today. So basically, if we have problems tonight, we already talked about this before we came on the air, but basically I'm going to try to take live phone calls all off this one computer, which usually doesn't work. So if I start skipping, if I start fading out, just let me know, and I'll X some of this stuff out, and hopefully we'll be back. We won't go anywhere,
Sounds like a plan.
All right, WZROnline.com/chat. Once again, WZROnline.com/chat. Get to the live chat room right now. We'll do chat shout-outs here at some point in hour number 2, taking live phone calls this well in hour number 2. So where do you want to start, my man?
We could start with Fatal 4-Way, but I wanted to bring up real fast, Bryan Danielson, he's going to be in Detroit this coming up Saturday, and I'm pretty sure I'm about to go see him.
Was that for Shakira?
Yeah, yep. And they're saying it's in Detroit, but I looked it up, it's 50 minutes outside of Detroit, so I'm still going to try to go, though.
Oh, no doubt. That'll be his first indie show. I believe the deal with him is they're going to allow him to work